A new hidden corridor discovered near the entrance of the Great Pyramid of Giza. International archaeologists announced Thursday in Egypt that they made the discovery of the hidden tunnel using Cosmic Ray Muon radiography. This new technique uses state-of-the-art technology and was initiated in 2015 during the Scan Pyramids project. This method relies on radiation being fired throughout the pyramid, and then it bounces off detectors placed around them. This allows the scientists to make a fairly accurate estimate as to where corridors might lie throughout the inside of it. The corridor was first discovered back in 2016, but they kept it under wraps until now. This is because they wanted to analyze the data and confirm the find before they went public with it. But early scans suggested that there was a corridor in this area. Thanks to the Muon imaging, scientists realized that the corridor was close enough to the surface that they were able to reach it with their endoscope, which is a very small camera. They were able to maneuver this camera through very fine cracks in the structure, because initially the cavern or corridor was covered up. So after navigating the endoscope through what seemed to be impossibly small cracks and fissures, it actually broke into the cavern and were able to record video. They were able to get these amazing 3D pictures of the 30-foot long corridor. It's just speculation at this point, but archaeologists assume that the corridor was built to distribute the weight of the giant seventh wonder of the world. They believe there could be another corridor or cavern above or below this one. The other hope is that it does lead to another cavern or an entrance that gets deeper into the pyramid. They're not sure at this point. But even if the discovery doesn't lead to new discoveries, it's still regarded as one of the greatest findings pertaining to the ancient Giza pyramids ever recorded. To say it has the archaeological and scientific community buzzing is an understatement. We're hopeful that we'll find out the purpose of the cavern very soon, said the lead of the project. As they continue scanning in a perfect world, they'll find more corridors and even more chambers. Up to this point, there have been 4 chambers discovered: the King and Queen's Chamber, the Grand Gallery, and the Subterranean Chamber. Reference the diagram behind me. This image, produced in 2017, shows the 4 chambers and other corridors in relation to our new tunnel. A is the Subterranean Chamber. B is the Queen's Chamber. C is the Grand Gallery, and D is the King's Chamber. E, F, and G are other corridors. H, you can see there at the north entrance, is the newly found tunnel. I is dead space that they've picked up on the radar. They aren't sure exactly what is in there just yet. According to archaeologists and historians alike, it's generally accepted by that community that the pyramids were erected by Pharaoh Khufu 2560 BC. So these 4,500-year-old burial mounds are the only ancient wonder of the world that are still standing. I still honestly cannot even fathom how these things were built. I know it's still generally accepted in the archaeological community that these amazing structures were actually built by mankind only 4,500 years ago. Never ceases to amaze me. The generally accepted theory by mainstream archaeologists is that the workers carved these bricks from large quarries of rock with copper tools. Then, using manpower, up to 10,000 men, they drugged them. Well, they floated them down the Nile, got them to the pyramids, and then, using ramps, they drugged them into place. The only problem with that is the fact that when you got to the top, the ramp built to drag it to the top would have to have been a quarter-mile long, based on the angles and the ability to pull a large stone up to 2.5 tons up that angle. I mean, I'm not here to say they're wrong, but I'm here to say I don't even begin to believe, let alone fathom, that process. Though I admit I'm no architect or engineer, of course. So just my 2 cents if you're wondering on the mainstream belief of how the pyramids were created. I've done a lot of research, talked to a lot of people, watched a lot of videos on the subject. And throughout my creating career, I've enjoyed the luxury of a plethora of information, a plethora of opinions from educated people. And I'm sorry, but I just cannot grasp or even fathom building the pyramids in the way that they believe they were built. If you ask me, it was either a super advanced ancient civilization like the Tartarians, the Nephilim giants, the Fallen, or humans at one point had their hands on some sort of vibrating, levitating frequency and used that to move these 2.5-ton stones. Otherwise, there's just no way by hand you're doing that. There's we could try it today over and over and over again and it'll never happen. And we can't even use our equipment to do it today. Cranes, hydros, you name it, they can't do it. So to say that they did it with manpower is just, I mean, to me, it's almost common sense to understand that something greater took place here. Let's not take away from what the beings or the civilization that was here at the time achieved. And simply by saying that they did it the way they're saying they did it is almost an insult to the status that the previous civilization was at. And it's really just an insult to what they achieved at that time, how advanced they were in a period where they didn't have, allegedly, all the technologies we have today. That's my opinion. So that being said, I'd like to pose the question to you guys. Let's hear some theories on how you think they were built. Sound, frequency, super advanced tech, extraterrestrial entities, giants. I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments. And to wrap this video up, I'd like to take a look back at the corridor they discovered. Check it out. Now, take a real close gander at the upper walls of this corridor and look very closely. Here, I believe, we may be seeing, possibly, some sort of ancient hieroglyphs or drawings of the sort. Even if you look back here, you see it could be maybe some wall art or some cave art. Now, I know at first glance it looks like water leakage, but I don't even know if the pyramids leak. Look closely. Are those cave drawings? I don't know. I could be reaching. Again, I'm no expert, but let's take a closer look here for a second. Maybe I'm seeing a bunch of rubbish, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Eye, nose, mouth. Eye, nose, mouth, ear. Again, just me shooting in the dark, but hair, hair, face, hair. Looks like a drawing of sorts. Could be reaching. Just saying. It's intriguing nonetheless. Freaking awesome, right? So, I'm eager to hear your opinions in the comments or read them. I hope you enjoyed the video. And really let me know if you guys saw anything at all in the walls of the corridor. I'm curious on that. Who knows? Maybe I'm just, seeing things. I don't know. Either way, it's been fun. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Also, you know me, I got some more prepping survival stuff that I have to go over in a live real soon. Probably either tonight or tomorrow night. We'll see what happens, but watch out for that. Stay in love, stay in light, be kind to others, stay tuned. I am out.